Good morning, my friends. It is time to wake up and Barca, everybody's favorite morning news show where Culers from around the world come together, participate in some conversation, catch up on the news, have our morning caffeine, get the day started the right way, right here on the Undefeated channel. My friends, welcome. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can take part in the conversation. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming match this afternoon against Dynamo Kiev. Barcelona in desperate need of not just a win, but a big win in the Champions League. So we're going to talk about that upcoming match. We'll do the lineup preview. We'll talk about predictions. We'll go over the headlines. And of course, we'll have some conversation with each other along the way. Before we get into all that, let's go ahead and get this party started the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
All right. Good morning, Levi Kudis. Good morning, sir. Glad you're here with us. Stay blessed. Absolutely. We got the early gang going today. Steve Bruce is sacked. I did see that. Newcastle making some early moves. Afif, good morning, sir. Barca Messi, hello. Asks, what's wrong with Griezmann? He played good for Atletico and not Barca. He never had the heart, never had the passion for Barcelona. He came here for the fame, came here for the paycheck. And it absolutely showed in his performance. So not happy with what we saw from Griezmann whatsoever. Get the fan on going there. Vipula, good morning, says, with Garcia and Araujo out, Umtiti should start. What about Langley? What about Langley starting? What about that? I would probably go Langley over Umtiti at this point. Although, to be honest, I am starting to feel bad for Umtiti. I know that he's had his problems. I almost want to give him another chance. He's been coming out in the media talking about how he poured his heart out to Joan Laporta. He just wants to be at Barcelona. He loves the club. He is a World Cup winning center back. He's just had injury problems. That's the biggest concern. Sam, what's up, dude? Good morning. Says, did I see Ajax last night? That's why I think long term we should go. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who people want to manage Barcelona. I don't care about Xavi. I don't care about Ten Hag. I don't care about Klopp. I don't care about anybody else that folks are talking about. It's irrelevant. Coleman is with us until the end of the year. Stay Blessed says Langley is not match fit. Afif says Umtiti says he is in the best form of his career. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, let's go to Let's first look at Barcelona's Twitter so we can get the squad list. How about that? How about that, my friends? Do that first. Match day, Barcelona. We'll get the squad list, then we'll jump right into talking about the lineups. Ayo, where we at? I know it's here. It was released yesterday. There it is. Squad list. Ter Stegen, Dest, Piqué, Sergi Busquets, Ricky Puig, Memphis Depay, Ansu Fati, Demir, Neto, Coutinho, Langley is on the squad. Luke de Jong, Jordi Alba, Kun Aguero, will he get his Champions League debut for Barcelona? Sergio Roberto, Frankie de Jong, Oscar Mingueza, Umtiti, Inaki Peña, and the youngsters Nico, Gavi, and Balde, my friends. So that's the squad list for today. First and foremost, any reaction to that? Any surprises that you were not expecting? Good morning, my nephew Ayush. How we doing? Coming in hot with a 3-0 prediction. I want more. I want 5-0. I want 5-0 for Barcelona. We'll talk about predictions once we do the lineup, but I want 5-0. Levi says if we don't win tonight, Coleman should be sacked. Levi, I will actually agree with you on that. I will agree with you on that. For as much as I'm saying it doesn't make any sense to replace Coleman, I will say that if we lose tonight's match, I'm on board with you all, okay? That's me meeting you in the middle. If we lose tonight, you won't hear me say Coleman in anymore. I won't support him. I will be Coleman out if we lose today. With that said, I don't think we lose today. I think we have a big win. Ansu Fati starting. Memphis is in form. Dest is going to be out on that right wing. We're going to jump over and talk about lineups. We'll talk about that, but I got high hopes for today. I think we're going to come out, we're going to hate stomp Dynamo Kiev into the ground, son. I'm talking 4-5 goals, no problem, smooth sailing. Get some of the youngsters some playing time, get Aguero out there. Aguero was just... I can't even say jogging, trotting along the field in his 5 minutes on the pitch over the weekend. Putting a nickel on him indeed, son. Dropping that hard nickelback Canadian rock on him. Sem says, yes, but as you said, after we financially recovered, I agree we have to let Coleman do his job for now, but we should go for Ten Hag after. Sure. Once we are financially recovered, we can talk about what manager we want to bring in. Stay Blessed coming in with a 4-1 prediction. Sam says Valencia is a stronger squad than Kiev, so we should win. Absolutely, I agree with that. Yeah, Kiev should be handled, no problem. Simon, good morning, sir. Asked, did I see Barto wants to run again as president, unfinished business? He said, no way. That's got to be a joke. Aren't we still trying to arrest him and put him in jail? Daniel, hello, says Des should play right wing, period, and rotate with Dembele, and he's ambidextrous with dribbling like Dembele too. We should get another right back to rotate with Mingueza next summer. Listen, Dest has proven he can play right back, left back, and right wing. So for me, my hope is that we don't use him as that utility man and fill him in like we did Sergio Roberto. I hope we find what is Dest's best position. Is it right back or is it right wing? And then let him play there. For me, it's either one. If we get Dembele back and healthy and fit, then Dest plays right back. If that doesn't happen, if Dembele continues to stay injured, if Demir doesn't come into fruition, if Mingueza is a right back option, then I think Dest continues to play right wing. Ultimately, he is a right back. He can play left, he can play right wing, but he is ultimately a right back. Levi says, breaking news. Steve Bruce signs 4-year deal with Barcelona. Good joke. I would lose it. Listen. I would have to laugh. I would have to laugh if that actually happened. That's funny. Rest Dest right now? I guess I hear you. There's a fair argument for that. It's a midweek match. We've got El Clasico coming up. That's going to factor in, you guys, actually. That's going to factor in. We played on Sunday. This is a midweek match. And then we have El Clasico coming up this Sunday in 4 days. So are we going to maybe use that to let the guys rest a little bit? Potentially. Potentially. What else we got? Ernest, good morning. Says, let's not underrate Dynamo. They did draw with Benfica. Fair. And then Benfica hate stomped us. Okay, let's do lineup predictions for today's match. Callado, not part of this party. Sorry. Let's see who's left injured still. Goatweight, Dembele, Pedri, all out injured. Do we have anybody else injured? Eric was not in the lineup, correct? 24. Yeah, Eric is not in the lineup, and Araujo is not in the lineup. Okay. So, Araujo, Eric, you guys are grayed out. Biggity boom, biggity bow. Okay, we'll jump over to lineup now. So, I do believe this is what we have available to us with Garcia, Pedri, Goatweight, and Dembele all grayed out due to injury. So, who's our first starter, my friends? We got Dynamo Kiev. Oh, let me say this first. So I was wrong about the time. Thank you, Connor, for catching me. I just assumed this match was going to be later in the afternoon, but we are going to be playing the early match. So it's going to be kicking off at 12:45 Eastern Daylight Time. We're going to be right here on the channel. I've got work meetings going up right until that, so we're not going to do much of a pregame show. I'll be lucky if I get 5 minutes before, but by kickoff, we'll be right here, ready to go. We'll have the clock, we'll have the score, I'll give you the commentary, you'll see the lineup, and we'll have the conversation going. So make sure you are subscribed, turn on those notifications so that you know when I'm going live for tonight's match. With that said, Ayush says, official, Cohen plays 3-5-2, I'm out. It says, if Coleman plays a 3-5-2, I'm out. It's possible. I'm curious to see what he does, but let's talk about it. So give me one starter. If you are starting with one player to build this squad off of, it can be back line, it can be midfield, it can be front line, it can be the keeper if you want to. But who are you building this lineup off of to play Dynamo Kiev? We got to vote for Fati. We got to vote for Memphis. Paul, good morning, sir. Coming to us from Scotland. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, I should say to you. Afif says definitely sees Dest becoming a winger in his career. Levi wants to see Coutinho start. Levi, I feel like you're joking because I know that you're not a huge Coutinho fan. But if you keep teasing me like that, I'm going to put him in. I'll start with Coutinho. Don't you dare me. Afif got a second vote for Memphis. Ernest, paying respect to the true legend, asking for Busquets to be the linchpin to start us off here. Coleman is not playing a 3-5-2 with two of our main CBs unavailable, possibly, but we still have PK, Mingueza, Langley, and Umtiti. So we still do have 4 center backs. Levi says no reason to rest players, play Coutinho. Any other shouts for who we want to have as the player that we build our starting lineup off of? Stay blessed is Coleman smart. He'll continue the 4-3-3. I'm pretty sure Laporta has told him, hey, guy, you're running a 4-3-3. No more of this 3-5-2 jazz. Even though it was very successful last year, traditionally Barcelona plays a 4-3-3, and Laporta has come out and said that's what he wants to see. Daniel Ross giving us the full lineup. You're probably right about that, except I think I'll make 1 or 2 changes to what you're saying there, Daniel, but you're not far off of what I was thinking for the lineup. Levi, that's not an unhealthy attitude to have, honestly. Busquets at center back, no. Ernest says one of my greatest fears right now is that Araujo might be injury prone. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. You know what I'm going to do, folks? I'm going to pay some respect to the man in the back. We're going to start with Ter Stegen, actually. We're going to put Ter Stegen in there between the posts. Amazing match against Valencia over the weekend. Big save, particularly against Guedes when we were up 2-1. Kept us in it, kept us above in the lead. Got us those 3 points. Love to see it. Then we're going to jump up top, and we're going to throw in Memphis Depay. Where are you at? There he is. Memphis going to be that starter up top. More of the false 9 like we were seeing against Valencia. Piecing this together, let's go ahead and put somebody in the midfield. You know him, you love him. Number 5 in your hearts. Or excuse me, number 5 in the program, number 1 in your hearts. That's what the saying is. Sergi Busquets. That's going to be our spine, and we need a center back to throw in. I'm pretty sure we are not going to go with Langley, Umtiti, Mingueza combos. PK is going to be in there. It's a question of who's next to him. I think it's going to be PK potentially on this side. Here's what I'm thinking. PK, Mingueza, and then I'm just trying to get in Coleman's head here. I think he's going to go Roberto. And that's going to leave Jordi Alba for the left-hand side. What do you think about that? Again, I'm not going with what I would go with. I'm going with what Ronald Koeman is going to go with tonight. Because I don't think Ronald Koeman trusts Umtiti or Langley right now. So what do you guys think? Levi says, let's catch Kiev off guard, take him by surprise. Might play Balde. Potentially, but if Jordi Alba's match fit, I don't think there's any reason to. Fibula says, guys, trust Umtiti more than Mingueza and Langley. I don't know about that. I think Mingueza is definitely earning the club's trust and the players around him. He's put out some excellent performances, both at center back and right back. Irish says, I want this, but Coleman might play Langley. It's possible. Listen, if it's not this in the back line, then I do think Sergio Roberto sits. Mingueza goes to the right. Langley would slide in. PK would play on the right in that case, and Langley would play there. That is also a possibility. And again, some of this we have to factor in. Who is he going to be starting against Real Madrid? Because I do think he's going to rest some players. Daniel says, nah, go with your ideal lineup because we could already predict what Coleman will lineup would be. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's finish out what I think Coleman's going to go with, and then we'll go with what I would go with. So, back to what Coleman is thinking. I'll meet you in the middle. I think Coleman's going to go with this. Pretty easy choices in the midfield. We're going to have Frankie de Jong. We're going to have Gavi, who's playing his heart out right now. And then up top, limited options, but I love the ones that we do. Ansu Fati, left wing. And we're going with it again. The youngster, the young American, Serginho Dest. Excellent. Right wing, right back, left back. Doesn't matter where you put him. He's having an outstanding breakout season for Barcelona. This is what I think Ronald Koeman is going to go with for his starting 11. Ovi, thank you so much. Yes, I did hit 2,000 subscribers yesterday. Very excited for the channel. Folks, we got about half of those subscribers in just over 6 months. So we are in we started our 3rd year this August. So we've completed 2 years. We're 2 years and 2 months old. And in the last 6 or 7 months, we've gotten half of the subscribers that we have right now. So my goal for the end of this season is to have 4,000 subscribers. And I think that's on the low end. Optimistically, I want to get to 5,000. I think that's possible because most of the subscribers that we got over the last 6-7 months, it's been during the off season. It's been all through the Wake Up in Barca's, which I'm very, very appreciative of. You all coming and hanging out with me during the off season where there's not much to talk about other than transfers, but keeping this channel alive. Folks, mwah. Thank you all for the support. You really are the reason why I get myself up early Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to come hang out with you all for Wake Up in Barca. You are the added motivation to show up for these matches with a positive attitude. So I really do appreciate you all supporting the channel and being a part of the community. Makes it worth my time. So thank you all very much. I really do appreciate that support. We're going to keep on growing, folks. Goal is 4,000 by the end of the year. Cheers to all of you. All right, enough celebrating. Back to business. I do appreciate that, though. Kudis, Vipula, Afif, thank you so much. Levi, thank you. It really is. It's down to you guys and the support that you give me. All right, so this is Ronald Koeman's lineup. If you're asking me what I'm going with, Roberto, I love you, but you're out. Minguez is going in. In terms of center back pairings, I'm actually going to go with... Yeah, I'm going to keep that. I would love to have Dembele healthy so I can put him at right wing and Dest at right back. Just think about that combo for a second, folks. Think about the combo of Dembele right wing and Dest right back. Good luck keeping up with marking those two. Good luck. Seriously. It's not going to happen. Okay. Anyway. Midfield. This is where I do get hung up on this because Busquets is playing quite well. I get very frustrated by his lack of pace at times, but I do appreciate what he's doing this year. I really do. I want to slide in Coutinho. I want to slide in Pedri and let Busquets move on and have De Jong play in that defensive role. It ain't going to happen today. It's not going to happen. But what I do want to see eventually is something like this. When Pedri's fully fit, he'll take that spot of Coutinho. But that's what I'm looking at. I would go with this for today. Just to see if we can come out, get a few early goals, give Busquets a rest, let Gavi and Coutinho play through that midfield, create those opportunities, let Fati, Memphis, and Dest play some tiki-taka up top. That's probably what I would go with for today, particularly giving Busquets a little bit of a rest. So again, I don't think that Ronald Koeman is going to go for this. I don't think that at all. But this is what I'm thinking. So what do you all think? What changes would you make based off of what Koeman would go with, based off of what I would go with? What do you all think? It's confirmed that he's not starting. Are we sure about this? Let's open up a window here and get some confirmation. Ansu Fati news. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Booth, but 2 days ago, yada yada. Let's see. Will Ansu start against Dynamo? No. 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 Ansu Fati will most likely be dropped to the bench for Champions League game against Kiev. Fati started against Valencia on Sunday, but with Coleman insisting easing him into the team and a lengthy injury layoff, yada, yada, yada. In Fati's place, Sergio Aguero could start his first game for Barcelona. I don't see that happening. Desperately needs a win tonight, yada, yada, yada. Nope, that won't be happening, folks. So, with that news, Vipula, thanks for catching that. I'm going to say Coutinho goes to the left wing. Oh, now we have limited options in the midfield again. So does it go to here then? Well, no, Busquets would slide in, obviously. With that said, limited midfield options, I'm going with this then. Busquets back in the center, De Jong, Gavi. And actually, they switched. They played like this last time. Up until the match against Valencia, Gavi's always been on the right, De Jong has always been on the left, but they actually switched that. So appreciate that shout out. No Ansu Fati in the starting lineup. He is available. I imagine he'll get some time in. It would be great if Ricky Puig played, but it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Let's see what else. Let me catch up on the chat here. Vipula says, new rumors, Dembele might be sold if he doesn't ruin. That's not a new rumor. Rumors just happen because people need to sell headlines. That's all that happens. Levi says, play De Jong at center defensive mid. Eventually, that's where it's happening. Ayush says, I would swap Dest and Langley for Araujo, for Aguero and Mingueza, and rest Dest. Here's the thing. Here's what we got to balance, you guys. Yes, some players are going to need rest. Yes, we want them fresh for El Clasico, but we also need a big win today. We want to get ourselves out of this hole that we have in Champions League. So we have to balance that. And we're still dealing with injuries to Araujo, Eric Garcia, Pedri, Goatwait, and Dembele. Tough decisions. Tough decisions, my friends. Afif says, which match do you think is more important, El Clasico or the Kiev match? Boy, that's it. I'm sitting here debating it right now, to be honest. And what we see in this match might be a good indicator for where Ronald Koeman's head is at. Because I don't think we have the squad depth to push for Champions League and push for La Liga right now. We're going to have to prioritize one or the other. Because I don't think we can win Champions League, I don't think that's going to be the priority. At the same time, we have to get out of the group stage. Europa League is not an option for us. Have to get out of that group stage into the knockouts. Prashant says, why not Mingueza instead of Langley? Because I think we need him at right back. It is possible that Langley will Langley will be on the bench. Mingueza will be center back, and Sergio Roberto goes to right back. That is also a possibility. Afif says, I know El Clasico is like war and pride, but if we lose this, we are not playing UCL probably. You're right. This is a must-win for Barcelona. 100%. This match against Kiev, it's a must-win. At the same time, we haven't beaten Madrid in how long now? It was like January of 2019, I think. Is that true? Or is it January 2020? Somebody look it up. January was the last time that we beat either Madrid team, and it was either 19 or 20. I can't remember in my head. Time means nothing these days. Daniel says Des can play until second half, then subbed off for Aguero, and Memphis would play right wing. Potentially. Here's what I would like to see happen. I would love to see a strong starting lineup, get a 2-3 goal lead, and then mass substitutions. Take out as many players as you want to rest. I would rest Busquets. I would rest Memphis. I would rest Dest, De Jong, PK. Those would probably be my 5 substitutions from the starting lineup once we get that lead. Ernest says, at the moment, Dynamo is more important. Hard to argue with you, to be honest. Levi, appreciate that, confirming it was 2019, but it was March 2019. Either way, we're looking at, it's been a couple of years, 2.5 years since we beat Madrid. What was my first El Clasico? Would have been 2004. I think 2004 would have been the first El Clasico that I watched. Because you got to keep in mind, when I was growing up, European soccer was not available in America at all. You had to, well, not at all. You had to specifically buy added packages to your cable so that you could watch soccer. And even then, limited options. So it just wasn't available in America. So I've been watching since 2004. Irish says Memphis needs a rest more than Dest. I agree with you on that. Memphis has played every match up until Ansu Fati came back and Dest started playing right wing. It's been fully the Memphis Depay show, so we got to give him a little bit of a rest too. Sem says Real Madrid and Barca both very inconsistent lately, so I just hope we get the upper hand on Sunday. It would be huge. It would be such a huge win and lift the spirits of the Culers from around the world if we could get that win. Irish's first Barca game was the UCL final versus Juve. Very nice. Levi, first El Clasico, October 2013. 2-1 win. Nice. Sam says wasn't even born then. Yeah, guys, I've been following Barcelona for longer than some of you have been alive. Think about that. Think about that for a second. Old man over here. This is why I'm Uncle John in the community, because most of you are young enough to be my nephew. Oh, good times, good times. Estrada, hello, welcome. It's been a little bit. How you doing, friend? Stay blessed, asking for Demir at right wing. I think Coleman has given up on Demir. I think Demir, Ricky Puig, and Luke de Jong have been given their chance, and Coleman is not happy with where they are. So now that we have other options, I don't think we're going to be seeing much of them in the near future. Vipula says, I don't know how far this is true, but just read that Newcastle is negotiating with Dembele. Dembele asked for 15 mil euros per season, plus a 15 mil signing bonus. Maybe, if he wants to go to Newcastle for that much money, then all right. But again, you're going to see a lot of rumors, a lot of headlines that don't actually make sense right now, because it is, it's not transfer season just yet, but people got to sell newspapers, you know? Afif says, I wasn't born in 2005. No, 2004. Sam was born in 2005. Cool. Very nice. Welcome. Glad you're here. Ayush also born in 2005. Guys, you're blowing my minds. I graduated high school in 2006. Yeah, Ayush, the source, trust me, bro. That's a tough one. Bro reporting. Bro journalism. So we didn't do predictions. Let's talk predictions. And also, I just noticed how I just had that way out of line. We'll fix that. Look at me. I'm everywhere. Wow, I'm floating around. Oh, it's crazy. Anyway, enough fun. Predictions, folks, for the scoreline. I think, like I said, this is a must-win for Barcelona. And not only is it a must-win, it's a must-win big. Let's look at what kind of hole we have put ourselves in right now. Champions League table. Let's jump in. Where are we at? I still love that Real Madrid lost to Sheriff. That's so funny to me. Yikes. I've never seen this before, folks. We're bottom of our Champions League table. I honestly have never, in my years, seen this. Points, 0. Bayern have 6, Benfica have 4, Dynamo have 1. But here's the thing. If Bayern beat Benfica today and we get a big win, then it'll be Bayern 9, Benfica 4, Barcelona 3, Dynamo 1. And goal differential, we got to take care of this -6. Have to. If we can get 5 goals today, I'll be ecstatic. Absolutely ecstatic. Because we will be in a close third. We'll take a chunk out of that goal differential. And we'll maybe be in position if we can beat Benfica in the return leg. And if we can get a draw against Bayern, we'll be through. So for today's prediction, I'm sticking with it. 5-0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. 5 goals for Barcelona. I'm coming in hot for this one. Coming in real hot. Who's going to score those goals? I'm saying 2 for Memphis. 1 for Gavi. 1 for Ansu Fati. and one for Serginho Dest. He's gonna put one in the back of the net. There's my 5 goals. 2 for Memphis, 1 for Gavi. 2 Memphis, 1 Gavi. What else did I say? Ansu and Dest. That's what we're going with. 5-0. Big win for the Blaugranes today. That's what I'm going with. Get your predictions in the chat, my friends. Yeah, Simon, I'm glad you're here with me so that you are supporting me in my old age. That's funny. No, my name is not Simon. We're talking about Simon in the chat, my friends. Okay. Get your predictions in right now. I'm saying 5-0. And once again, before we jump off here, quick reminder to come back. We will be here live by kickoff, probably a few minutes ahead of time, but I'm going to be working up until at least 12:30. So not much of a pregame, but come back for the kickoff, 12:45 Eastern Daylight Time. Convert that for your timetable. We got Culers joining us from around the world, so convert that for where you're living currently. Excuse me. And I will see you here, my friends. We're going to be doing live commentary. I'll have the score. I'll have the time. You won't miss any of the action. You just got to tune in to take a ride, my friends. I appreciate you all starting the day with me. If you're watching this on replay, make sure you get your predictions down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the starting lineup. And I will see you back here in just a few hours, my friends, for Barcelona versus Dynamo Kiev. Thank you so much for spending your morning with me, my friends. This really is, as we just hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm feeling very blessed, very fortunate to have this community, the undefeated community, the Stash Squad, to start my day with. It's a great time, my friends. I'll see you in just a few hours. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. I'll see you then. Mwah.